Good morning, Bulldogs fan. My name is Patrick Sills, and welcome to the Week 3 SEC wrap-up edition of college football, man. It's Sunday morning, and all the college football has been played for the weekend, so let's get into it. First of all, Georgia smacked the absolute dog crap out of the Gamecocks this past Saturday, man. They drug them up and down the field, and unfortunately, we gave up our first touchdown of this season, man. Yes, that's right. Gamecocks scored against the Georgia Bulldogs with a minute left in the game. NFL player. Youngstown Street versus Kentucky. Kentucky won with Dane Key had 6 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown. Yes, they blew out Kentucky. They blew out Youngstown 31-0. Missouri versus Abilene Christian, with Missouri won 34-17. Ole Miss beat the dog snot out of Georgia Tech. Oh my God, 42-0. I hate that Georgia Tech lost this bad because they got Georgia in their name, but since their arrival of UGA, it's kind of good to see Georgia Tech get blown out. Zach Evans had 18 carries for 134 yards. He was averaging 7.4 yards a carry with 2 touchdowns, man. Penn State versus Auburn, where Penn State blew out Auburn 41-12. Nick Singleton had 10 carries for 124 yards. He was averaging 12.4 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns, man. So every time this fella was touching the ball, he was getting the first down, man. This dude, Nick Singleton, he is definitely a running back to be on the lookout for. Vanderbilt versus North Illinois, where Vanderbilt won 38-28. A.J. Swan had 18 completions for 28 attempts. He had 255 passing yards for 4 touchdowns. Ray Davis had 23 carries for 116 yards. He was averaging 5 yards a carry and a touchdown, man. So Vanderbilt, they put up big numbers in bunches against Northern Illinois. UL Monroe versus Alabama, where Alabama won, surprise, surprise, 63-7. Bryce Young threw 2 interceptions today. He had 13 completions out of 18 attempts. He had 236 yards passing and 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, like I said. So Bryce Young not having the best of days, but Alabama as a whole having one of the best football games of all time. Looked like 63-7. Yes, we're going to have to see Alabama down the line, and this place right here, the SEC Championship, we are going to see Alabama sometime soon. So, Mississippi State took on LSU in what I consider to be the game of the week for SEC teams, 31-16. LSU won, where LSU came from behind after being totally wiped out. This is a close game right here. I was watching this game. It was a very close game in the first half. It was a very defensive game where LSU could not get anything going. The LSU quarterback, he is not a good quarterback. He can only run. He cannot throw the ball. I love to see this for LSU, man, because they're going to suck this year. They're going to suck very bad. So, let's move on. Missouri State versus Arkansas, where Arkansas won 38-27. Raheem Sanders had 22 carries for 167 yards. He was averaging 7.6 yards a carry and a touchdown. And Matt Linus had 7 receptions and 123 yards. Raheem Sanders, if you can remember, he has been somebody I've been calling frequently on this video. He went off against somebody in week 1. So let's move on. Akron versus Tennessee, where Tennessee won 63-6. Surprise, surprise. Jalen Hyatt has 5 receptions for 166 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns, man. Tennessee going off on Akron, 63-6. South Florida versus Florida, where Florida won 31-28. Florida was in a dogfight today. Montreal Johnson Jr. has 6 carries for 103 yards. He was averaging 17.2 yards a carry and 1 touchdown. This fella right here, Montreal Jr., he cannot be stopped. 6 receptions, and he still had 103 yards. That's incredible. Miami versus Texas A&M. Well, Texas A&M won 17-9. Texas A&M finally gets back in the win column after losing Appalachian State last week, man. They fall down, way down. I think they fell out of the top 25. Yeah, they fell right out of the top 25. Well, too bad, so sad, Texas A&M. So, right now, UGA leads in the SEC East right now. UGA behind Kentucky, and then Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Of course, all these teams are undefeated right now. And we just had our first SEC matchup of the season where we blew out South Carolina. And over in the West, Arkansas leads behind LSU, Alabama, and Ole Miss. Surprise, surprise, it's not going to take place forever. Arkansas right now is 2-0, and they've had an SEC matchup where Alabama has not had an SEC matchup yet, but they still have to face LSU and Alabama. And I don't think Arkansas is going to make it past Alabama whatsoever. Will be a good game, but I don't think they will make it past Alabama whatsoever. So yeah, man, it's been a crazy week here at SEC Nation, man. It's been fun. You know, Georgia blew out some South Carolina. Next week we got Penn State, which is basically another bye week. So, you know, we're in for a doozy, man. So, you know, my name is Patrick Steele. Y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know how y'all think the SEC is going, how many championships we gonna win this year, because we definitely going to the Natty this year. It's gonna happen. So yeah, man, my name is Patrick Steele. Y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.